Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2019 family comedy film Playing with Fire, a film that is directed by Andy Finkman and it stars John Cena, Keegan-Michael Kay, John Leguizamo, Brianna Hildebrand and Judy Greer. Now this is a story that focuses on John Cena's squad of smoke jumpers, essentially firemen, but as they describe themselves, much cooler. And they unfortunately come across these three children. They have to rescue them from this fire. And these three children there are then left in the care of John Cena and his crew of smoke jumpers. John Cena thinks the parents are going to be on their way to pick them up. However, things don't exactly turn out as he expects, and these kids cause chaos in his ultra organised fire station. Right, what did I think of Playing with Fire? Well, I've seen a few reviews for this one, and very few of them have been positive. Now, this isn't a good film, in a sense of it's seriously flawed and cliched, and for an adult quite unfunny. But at the very core of this film, it's absolutely harmless, and there is a good heart at the core of this film. But there's no getting around it. I think adults will really struggle with this one. It's old-fashioned. It's an old-fashioned type film with old-fashioned type comedy that probably young children, which is its core audience, will relate to. For John Cena, I can kind of understand why he took this role. He's working hard to try and make his way in Hollywood. And Hulk Hogan had his Mr. Nanny. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had his Tooth Fairy. And unfortunately, this is John Cena's version of those, Playing with Fire. It's one that is not going to shine on his CV, but it's not a horrific film. It's not so bad that it's offensive. There is a good heart at the core of it, like I've said, and young kids will certainly get a lot of enjoyment from this film. But it's one of those where anything that's aimed at the adults just misses the mark drastically, and it just doesn't work when they try and aim anything at the adults, because it's just not funny. And for me, fart and poo jokes, they will make the kids laugh, but it's we're better than that. I think you can be a bit more creative as that, and jokes about changing nappies, about men changing nappies. It's quite amusing to look at that scene when they're doing it, but when you actually analyse it afterwards, you think, is that the best they can come up with? Is that the level of writing that we're dealing with here? Is that the comedy we're at? Two guys changing a nappy. It's a Nickelodeon film, so make of that what you will. And it's highly predictable. You can map this film out from beginning to end within the first 15-20 minutes of it starting, and you know what's going to happen and pretty much when it's going to happen. I mean, John Cena's character is very rigid at the beginning, very almost military-like. He runs his crew with quite a stern hand. He's going for this mega promotion that he really wants, and the guy that could give him this promotion that he's worked all his career for is coming to visit the station. So you're thinking in your head, well, he's clearly going to come and visit when these kids are causing chaos, and lo and behold, the love interest Judy Greer in this film, they start off hating each other, and then you think, oh, I wonder where this is going to go. Do you think they might end up falling in love? These aren't spoilers, because as soon as you see these scenes, you'll think, well, I know what's happening here. I know what's going to happen. And you kind of accept that. You know it's going to happen. And that's probably why they're doing it, because kids will know that's probably going to happen, and that's what they want to happen. So they're not going to put some cruel twist in there, are they, and not give a child what they expect to see in the film. it's not one of those films where it makes and takes any risks or any brave decisions at all. It is exactly what it says on the tin. It's a stupid, silly comedy. Very stupid and silly comedy, full of jokes you've seen over and over again, of mischievous children causing chaos to adults that aren't prepared for it. It's funny as well because we have Tyler Mane in this film, who you will know from he played Michael Myers in the Halloween remakes. So he's in this film as well. I think the funniest person in this film is Keegan Michael Kay. He has a few standout moments. Well, if you can call them standout moments, he's the only one that kind of gets any kind of chuckle here. But the material they have to work with here doesn't stretch the comedy gods, if you like. It's very, very limited. So I'll say if you want a really simple, fun family film that's not going to offend anybody, you'll probably be all right with this one. Certainly, you can leave the kids watching this. It ain't going to be. There's no problems in it at all. For adults, unfortunately, there's not a lot here. So I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. It's not offensively bad, but it is certainly bad, and it is not unoriginal. I mean, it's not original at all. Lots of flaws in it, but it's got a good heart at its core, and it's, I guess, watchable, certainly for the young ones anyway. So that's my review for Playing with Fire. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching, and of course I'll see you for more reviews on Screen Stars soon.